Good morning. Today is June 21st, not July, June 21st. Yesterday I said it was July 20th, right? And that's okay because I believe God works in mysterious ways. And maybe that is a message for July 20th. I don't know, right? We don't know, right? That's how God works. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed morning. It is beautiful today. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm having a blessed day. I really am. I mean, I just love it when God just shows up early in the morning and just lands and you're just in tears for 5 minutes. It is the most beautifulest thing ever. And I don't know if you ever experienced that, but you need to. You need to. That's when the Holy Spirit just lands on you and you're just bawling. And I'm so grateful for what God has done in my life. I mean, you know, I went from prostitute to Sunday school teacher. Like, that is a God moment. That is totally Jesus. That's not a me thing, that's a God thing, right? And I'm so grateful for that. Just for Him just taking me from like this and flipping me up. That's what He did. Everything was opposite, like opposite side spectrums. I was just telling somebody my story the other day, and it's like opposite, total opposite of where I have came from to who I am today. It's so grateful for God. So we're doing Psalms 49 out of New Living Translation. So let's get into that, right? Let's get into that. It says, "Listen to this, all you people. Pay attention, everyone in the world." Okay, now this is important, right? I haven't read this, so I don't know what's going to happen. So you better watch. "High and low, rich and poor, listen. For my words are wise, all my thoughts are filled with insight. I listen carefully to many proverbs and solve riddles with inspiration from a harp. Why should I fear when troubles come, when enemies surround me? They trust in their wealth and boast of their great riches, yet they cannot redeem themselves from death. By paying a ransom to God, redemption does not come so easily, for no one can ever pay enough to live forever and never see the grave." You know, good works don't get us in heaven, right? You know that? So many of us think that just being good gets us into heaven. It does not. Mm-mm, it does not. Um, where do I start this? Oh, God is like downloading me with so much right now. Okay. You know what God told me today? I'm going to share what God said to me today. He told me I need to give love out because sometimes I'm a little bit harsh with my like, you need to do this now because da 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 da, right? Um it's because I love you so much and I don't want to see any one of you in hell. No, hell's not a very fun place. I've been there. I've been to hell a few times, you know, in in visions and dreams and everything. And it's sad. It really is. It's sad that your flesh is burning and you have no peace. It's really sad. And so God has told me that I need to give it with love, the message with love. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try the love thing, like and I do love you. It's not that I'm not giving with love. It's just that my Holy Spirit just comes out and is like, "Oh my goodness, you need to get it right," And I know everybody is at their own walk, their own pace. We're all at our own pace, right? And I just want you to be up here, like where you're just always seeking God in everything you do. Everything. I'm talking about the clothes you wear. Have you asked God what to wear today? Right? That's Do you? I mean, do you seek him in what you I do. I'm like, God, what do I need to wear? Because, and then so funny. This is how this works. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Okay. So the other day I did not ask God, but I did hear God's voice telling me not to wear this, right? And I was like, that's very strange. Why are you telling me not to wear this, right? And so I had a client that was oogling me all the whole trip. It made me feel very uncomfortable because I was wearing something that I shouldn't have been wearing. According to God's standards, I should not be wearing this outfit. Any other day, I probably could have wore that outfit, but that day, I had a certain client who oogled me the whole trip. So I understand when God says, hey, maybe you shouldn't wear that outfit today because this is what's going to happen. But he didn't tell me that part. He just said, nah, you shouldn't wear that. But I did anyways because I was like, no, it's hot out. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Yeah, so this is a very perfect example of why you should listen to God, especially when choosing your clothing, because you never know, because God sees the future. He sees everything, right? And he sees what that outfit's going to bring to a certain person. So it brought out like some sexual type thing out of that person, right? Which made the ride uncomfortable for me, because now I'm feeling this demon, like, you know? And so, yeah, it's sometimes we don't see it. We don't see that, right? Anyways, okay, where was I? Okay. Don't, ask God about everything, right? Number 10. Those who are wise must fully die, just like the foolish and the selfish, the senseless, leaving all their wealth behind. We can't take it with us. That's all I'm going to say about that. The grave is their eternal home, where they will stay forever. They may name their estates after themselves, but their fame will not last. They will die just like animals. This is the faith of fools, though they are remembered as being wise. So we can't take stuff with us, right? Wealth. Everybody wants wealth. Wealth, right? You want to be wealthy. You want to be rich, right? You never have enough. Have you ever just, said you have enough? Have you ever told God that you have enough, right? Have you ever said that? It's like, God, I have enough. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we don't say to God that we have enough. We don't thank him for everything we have, right? We have to thank God for everything we have, especially this little guy. Oh, yes, Care Bear. Yes, we have to thank God, because when we don't thank him, we don't say, okay, God, I have enough. I have this, I have that. You gave me plenty. God will give you more. He always gives you more. It's a thing. I'm learning this because I always was like, okay, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, right? And I don't understand budgeting, and it's been a struggle with that. And now I just thank him because he always provides. He provides. I mean, when I don't know how I'm going to pay, like when I was in the other hotel and I was struggling, God provided. He provided. He always provided. Because I couldn't afford that hotel was more expensive and it was hard for me to afford it. But God provided. He provided. People gave donations and everything. He provided. It was a God thing. It wasn't a me thing. It was a God thing. Okay, number 14. Like sheep, they are led to the grave, where death will be their shepherd. In the morning, the godly will rule over them. Their bodies will rot in the graves, far from their grand estates. But as for me, God will redeem my life. He will snatch me from the power of the grave. God snatches us out. He snatched me out. He'll snatch you out. So number 16, don't be dismayed when the wicked grow rich and their homes become even more splendid. I'm just going to pause right there because we envy people who are rich, right? You see these stars on TV and you see all this. Do you see the demons inside them? God will give you the riches that you deserve. And Don't envy those that have everything like that. They didn't get it godly, did they? You know, some people will get their stuff godly, but that's because God blesses them, right? It's not like evil stuff. Um, Number 17. For when they die, they take nothing with them. Their wealth will not follow them into the grave. In this life, they consider themselves fortunate and are applauded for their success. But they will die like all before them and never again see the light of day. People who boast of their wealth don't understand. They will die just like animals. So, when you die, you can't take nothing with you. None of it. And people who hold on to their money don't gain anything. It's the truth. It is the truth. But when you bless others that are in need, you get 10 times back. You do. It's so strange what God does, because I'm learning that when you give freely, and see, money wants you to just grab onto it and be like, oh, this is mine, my precious, right? That's how you feel. That's called greed. If you didn't know it, it's called greed. And when greed comes into you, you don't want to give up that money because you're like, I need it. Who says you need it? It's God's money. It's not yours. You don't need it. And when you realize that, and when you let go of that, and when you let go of that greed, you know what happens? Let's just say you give away $1,000. $1,000, you just give it away. And you're like, I don't need it. You know what God's going to do? He's going to turn that $1,000 like into $10,000. Because you gave it away. You gave it away freely, no conviction to it. You're like, oh, this person needs this. And all of a sudden, God turns it into 10,000 for you. It's true. He does. He really does. It took me a minute to realize that, because I was holding so tight onto money because I never really had money, right? And I had to learn this. I had to learn it. So I'm telling you from experience, when you let go of it, God will bless you abundantly. He just rains money on you. It's like, or you know what I mean, or just blesses you in other things. Like, let's just say that you need a house. Okay, you want a house, but you have some money saved up. But then God says, hey, this person needs like $4,000. What are you gonna do? If you give that $4,000 away, he'll probably give you a free house. That's what I'm saying. It's just like that. It's so strange how God works like that. I don't understand it, but it's like when you give it away, he gives it back to you like tenfold. It's so cool. So cool. Anyways, I love you. Excited for tomorrow. I can't tell you about it because God said I can't, but I'm so excited. I love you. Have a blessed day. And people that know me very closely know what's going to happen. Just saying. Okay, love you.